Yo, Daikin, what are your thoughts on the PGR drama? You weren't the first person to ask me that. I pretty much been keeping quiet about it just because I didn't know if I understood the full scope of the situation. But pretty much from what I gather, it seems like a lot of people are mad about the changes that are in the global compared to the CN version, and they're not for the better. So, of course, those people definitely have the right to be angry about the changes and stuff. As far as like how people are going about it, I don't know if I agree with all the methods, but it is things that have been done in the past when it comes to gacha games. Apparently, the iOS players are the most chilled because last time I checked, the score was still 4.7 from there, and it was like a 4 or 2.6 when it came to the Android market when it came to this game. So they are definitely giving it a hard time. But when I was looking down the comments on it, a lot of the actual like 1 stars were actually just because a lot of people got a lot of connection errors. Apparently, some devices just can't connect to the game, and a lot of people are giving it 1 star just for that. It's not even having to do with this reason. So, but yeah, there are some things that are definitely a little bit different. One thing for sure is the amount of rainbow cards you get. I definitely heard people talking about that, and I definitely witnessed it because I got the multi-pass, and we had to pay like an extra $1 or something. I wasn't really sweating it because it's like an extra $1, but if it's changed for like all the bigger packs too, then that starts to add up. Obviously, if you get the biggest pack and there's like a price difference or whatever, exchange difference, and that's like a $5 difference or something, then I got to start to see why people is a little bit upset. You know, if you're welling in the game, that starts to add up over time, that you're paying a little bit extra money than the other players of the game. And of course, we can talk about the new event. A lot of people are definitely upset about how this event is actually being played out as of now. Like, we don't know exactly how this is going to finish. Is they're going to give us a boost or something like that? But as far as how it looks, it pretty much looks impossible for free to play to actually finish the event. And I think the biggest kicker here that people really are like upset about is just like they can't get all their rewards outside of the costume. Now, I think people would be okay is if it was like if you could get everything that's here. So if you can get the total amount of progress to finish this, you get the total amount of progress to finish everything here but the costume, and the costume was just like higher than everything else, and then people realize like, okay, I get all the rewards here, but the costume, I will probably have to spend some of my black cards to get more cell batteries for more attempts just to try to get that costume. So the costume is basically a paid costume, but everything here for the event is pretty much free besides that. I don't think people have a problem with it. Now, the other thing that's pretty scary about this even being a thing is this, I don't know if this event is global exclusive, but I know this costume is right now. And we know anything about exclusives for global with MiHoYo, that didn't work out very well. That created a whole controversy within itself with the global exclusive content that happened within Genshin. I mean, not Genshin, but Honkai Impact. And yeah, that created a whole bunch of different problems. But I wonder how CN is actually feeling about this. I wonder if it's even as bad as that was there. But yeah, like I said, we don't really know if we're going to be able to finish it at the moment. They could give us everybody a boost, who knows? Or maybe the boost wasn't intentional, and if we do get a boost, it's probably because of all the complaints that's happening. There's a lot of things that's happening right now for sure. Now, I'm getting pretty far inside of my actual novice missions, and I believe someone told me that the rewards are actually cut in half. So I think the 50 used to be 100. I don't know if the 100 used to be 200 in CN, but I do know someone told me that the 50 used to be 100 in some of the cases. So that is a little bit weird that some, like, you know, they're making these like cuts and changes to things like the rainbow card and stuff. It's definitely a little bit, I don't know, sketchy or whatever, but I don't know. We don't know their like true intentions and stuff about everything that's happening. But of course, like I always say when it comes to things like this, there is a right way to go about it. We should definitely be civil in the manner and just express our concerns through like feedback, and hopefully we get our voices across. Because I don't know, man, it's very weird that they actually just doing this. Like I said, it don't bother me too much, just because I feel like as long as this game still stays, the fact that you could get every S rank, I'm pretty much okay with like some of the things. Like, it don't bother me too much. I'm not saying they're good changes. I'm not saying they're good. Obviously they're not, but I'm just saying I'm not personally like disturbed by the changes like too much, just because if this game is truly still that free to play friendly where you can get every S rank pretty much for free, or just from the pity because you get enough black cards in the weekly or monthly amounts compared to the schedule, I think that's really good. I haven't played a gacha game that's possible, and so for me personally, I'm happy with that. Like that's really nice to me. There was so much chaos in the Discord that management actually changed. Oh yeah, I saw that as ad message. I read it. It was pretty much saying like this was like a community Discord at first, and then of course it became the official, but the actual people, the community managers that were in there, were just pretty much, you know, just allowing the actual community people to still do their thing, but they helped them promote the things as far as like how the game went and stuff like that, and help with the community feedback and all that. But now it seems like the community people are actually stepping down, and the community managers, who are basically like, you know, part of Kudo Games, are actually stepping in and becoming the actual head of the actual Discord. So seems like the Discord is actually going to be starting to be run by Kudo Games themselves, which is going to be interesting. Is there any other company that actually, I think MiHoYo actually runs, yeah, MiHoYo runs their own Discord as well, I believe. They have like community managers inside there that actually run the thing. And of course they got some other admins in there to help try to keep the chaos down, because that is a very big Discord. So overall, like I said, I'm not really too worried about it, but as long as people get their point across and they do it in a civil manner, then I'm kind of fine with it as far as like how everything go. I know there's some people within the community, especially my boy Chaotic, that's like trying to be at the forefront of this thing and making sure that the people's voices are heard and they're doing it in the right way, rather than creating a whole bunch of chaos and ruining the game, because obviously we don't want to see the game fail. Like, you know, people love this game. People been waiting for this game for a long time, myself included. So, you know, I'm not trying to see the shutdown of these servers within 6 months because people just want to like review bomb the game and give people the bad impression that the game isn't good. No, I think the game is actually good. It's just some of the business practices right now are a little bit questionable to some people. So we need to express those concerns and let's do it in the best manner possible, right? Because I mean, the game is actually fun. Like, I can't lie, this game has so many things going right for it that I wanted in other games, like MiHoYo games, like some of like Honkai, which this game actually just does well compared to that game in some aspects that I'm really appreciative of. So definitely glad that we have this game on our hands, and I definitely don't want it to go away like that fast. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. I'll probably clip it up and put it on YouTube as well for more people that care about how I felt about it. So yeah, you'll probably see it there too.